if to Earth if the sun disappeared? What do you think would happen to Earth if the sun disappeared? Let me get somebody like, let's do Sanaa. Go ahead, Sanaa. What do you think would happen to Earth if the sun disappeared?
I think if disappears Earth, it would not be no daytime because you need the sun to have daytime.
Awesome.
You need the moon to have nighttime. So if they disappear, it wouldn't be no day or night.
Oh, can I have somebody step forward? Do you need the moon to have nighttime? Can I have somebody? You can raise your hand first. Do you need the moon to have nighttime? That was a really interesting perspective you put up there. Do you need the moon to have nighttime? Let's see, who have I not heard from? Let's go. Layla Robinson. Do you need the moon to have nighttime? Layla, it's on you, mama.
I said no, I think, because it's like you can see the moon at day most of the time. So that would mean day, and most of the time that would mean day is night.
Yes, right. So Sanaa, you said a lot of great things. I want to just make sure that you leave with this point. The moon does not cause nighttime. Okay, so who can be really clear for us? What does cause nighttime? What does cause nighttime? Oh wow. Let's go sincere. Norman, I'm gonna come to you for us in a second. What does cause nighttime? Go ahead, sincere.
What causes nighttime is when the earth is spinning around the sun. One half will always stay dark and the other half will be lighted, and it switches between each other for how close the earth is getting to the sun. And if the dark side is technically called the nighttime side.
Yeah, nice job. So Sanaa, I'm gonna call on you again tomorrow to see what causes nighttime, and I'm looking to see um, that you don't say that you say that the Earth is facing away from the sun. Okay, so nice job. So we're about to watch a video really quick, and as you watch this video, I want you to think about what would happen if the sun disappeared. What would happen to Earth if the sun disappeared? All right, and so let's get to my video. Awesome.
It's time. What if the sun disappeared? We would need a lot of flashlights. No. The sun's enormous mass and gravitational power locks the planets in their orbits. If the sun disappeared,
Hold on. Be ready to tell me two things that will happen if the sun disappeared. I need you to be ready to tell me two things that will happen if the sun disappears. So if you need to write it down, this is the time. You're going to tell me two things that would happen if the sun disappeared. I'm going to give everybody a second. Right. Two things that would happen if the sun disappeared. All right. Good. I'm looking. Norman, I'm coming. All right. Great. Get ready.
the Earth would fly off in a straight line into space. Off in a straight line. If the sun disappeared, the Earth would fly off in a straight line into space. Earth would collapse into darkness only after 8 minutes, as sunlight takes about 8 minutes to reach Earth. Moon would disappear as it doesn't produce light of its own. Plants would die, as no sunlight means no photosynthesis. Within a week, Earth's temperature would drop below 0 degrees Fahrenheit, dropping to negative 100 degrees Fahrenheit within a year, making it impossible for us to survive. Ocean surfaces would freeze, however. Water in the interior would stay liquid due to heat from the Earth's core. Only microorganisms who don't require photosynthesis would survive by converting core's heat into the energy they need. Thus, without the sun, humans wouldn't exist.
Whoa! All right. So what is Norman, go ahead and share out what is one thing that would happen for sure if the sun disappeared.
One thing that will happen if the sun disappears is that the Earth will stop rotating and then it'll be really cold and will not be surviving.
You didn't give me 3 things, Norman. All right, nice job. So can I call somebody else, Norman?
Yeah.
Awesome, thank you. Kalani, unmute. What would give me one other thing that would happen if the sun disappeared?
One thing that would happen if the sun disappeared was it will be really cold and it'll be hard for us to survive. And without the sun, we wouldn't be here right now.
Nice job, right? So thank you so much for everybody that's typing in the chat as well. You are also earning your points. I see that you are also participating. All right. So we're gonna continue watching.
What happened?
Actually, we're gonna come back to that video. Okay. So now we know what would happen if the sun disappeared. All right. And so now we need to think about why do we need the sun? Okay. Or what does the sun do for us? The sun gives off something called solar energy, all right, or solar rays. Okay. And so I'm going to have like my flashlight so you can kind of see what happens. All right. So let's say this is my sun. Okay. And it's giving off a light. And this light that is given off, this is called solar energy or solar rays. All right. And this is hitting my earth, which is my lawn right now. All right. And so that is how the sun works. And it's doing that so it can warm up the earth. And it warms up the earth a little unevenly. All right. This helps to create things like weather, wind. All right. This helps to create photosynthesis, air, and it's heating up our earth materials. All right. Earth materials are things that are not living. All right. You have earth materials is like the air that we breathe, the atmosphere, that's all part of the air. The lithosphere, that's the earth, that's the soil. Okay, like my plants over there, I'm gonna show y'all at another time. All right. Then you have the hydrosphere. That's just water. Hydro means water. You have the biosphere. We know bio means life. Okay, so that's plants, humans, animals. We're also animals as well. Okay, so so the sun pretty much heats up these earth materials, and it makes it useful so that we can be able to live on Earth comfortably. All right. So now you see that this is one thing we must have on whatever planet we're going to, all right, in order to live. Let me see what some of the planets say. Squeakland, if we're going to Squeakland, we're going to definitely need a sun. If we're going to Chicken Wing, we're going to definitely need a sun to really make sure that we're able to live on our new planet. Okay, so now we're going to play a slight Jeopardy game, okay? So when we play Jeopardy, you're going to see some questions that says, what is blank, all right? That's going to be the answer choices, okay? So be sure to not just pick any answer choice. The answer choice is right after the what is blank. That's how they respond on Jeopardy. I figured like most of y'all might not know what Jeopardy is, all right? So let's see how we do. You have 6 questions. Let's see who's going to get all 6 questions correct on S. Nice job. Nice job. Great. Let's go ahead and move on. What earth material makes up the atmosphere? All right. So we're thinking about the atmosphere. All right. And the answer to this is, everybody's putting in the chat. Yes, it is air. And then can I have what makes up the hydrosphere? Can I get a Zari Bell? Go ahead and unmute. Yes, hydro, all right, means water. Anytime you see hydro, there's usually water in it. All right. So lithosphere, This one's a little challenging. It's one that you probably don't recognize the most. But this one is soil. All right. And the last one is biosphere. All right. And you think of that root word bio, and that is plants and animals, which also includes us. Bio means life. Okay. So nice job with our Jeopardy. Let's go ahead and move on. All right. So we have a kid. His name is Neo. Okay. And he sits outside in the sun with a robot suit on in a pool. How do you think the heat will affect him and his surroundings? Go ahead and type your answers in the chat, and I'm looking for somebody to share out. How do you think the sun will affect him and his robot suit in the water and his surroundings? This is a little challenging. Okay. Great. Dakota, can I have you unmute? Go ahead.
It will affect him and his little robot suit by getting really hot.
Okay, so he'll get really hot. Great. Who would you can agree with Dakota, disagree? Who can I get to build on? Let's go, Demel.
I think it might start burning up because if the robot suit might be foil or plastic.
Okay, thank you. That was really good, interesting. You really included some evidence too, which made your prediction even stronger. So now let's see what might happen. Okay, so now we're about to look and see how heat affects our daily lives. All right, so for our first video, we're gonna watch what happens to the Eiffel Tower during the summertime. All right. And as you watch, I want you to really I want you to write down in the chat and capture in your notes what happens to the Eiffel Tower during the summertime. All right. What happens to the Eiffel? Hope I'm saying it right. Oh, thank you. All right. And what's the Eiffel Tower made of? I just want to be clear really quick. What's the Eiffel Tower made of? Go ahead, Demel.
Copper.
The copper, metal, yes.